run it again with Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
319! 319!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Let's go! Blue landing! Blue landing!
On first down, Roberts. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue landing! Gun!
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll run on first down. Roberts. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Play clock winding down. Now Webb. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Chargers now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, Webb trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now a give, right side. Roberts. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Roberts. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Beckham will go in motion right. On 2nd down, Webb. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Let's go! Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Back 99 Philly! Here we go!
Shepard will go in motion right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Webb now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Move it,
Rodgers to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, Roberts. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Shepard will go in motion right. Looking to throw on second down. Webb. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Here we go now. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
Webb now from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
That's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They'll run on first down. Roberts. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Webb. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Play action, it's Webb. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. Returnable for Thomas. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here's Webb, and his throw here's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down now, Roberts. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56.
To throw from his end zone, Webb. And this is going to be incomplete.
Where the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
And he's able to get it out of there. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. And now the Packers get set to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
The Packers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16.
Now Rodgers. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Reynolds. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, Roberts. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll send Beckham in motion right. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Webb. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run on first down. Roberts. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webb. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Webb. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot him. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. Man open left side. It's Williams. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a first down throw. Well, looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. To throw again. Webb. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On first down, Roberts. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here we go now.
Beckham will go in motion right.
Watch it now, Marty.
To throw on second down. Webb. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reynolds. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
319. Watch it. Over.
On first down, Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Packers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
We got 3. 319. 630. All right. 319. Over. Switch. Wide left. All right.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
First and goal here from the 9. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity. There defensively in the end zone, and now third down.
This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
And here's Marshall. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That was a statement stop right there. Now it forces the opposing head coach to answer this question. What do you do on 4th down?
And Parkey's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they don't get a touchdown here in this opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Hurry up, here we go.
Slot man moves right.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On first down, it's Webb. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
No, check. Patriot, here we go. Blue line. All right, man, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A play fake, now Webb. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, man, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On 3rd down, Webb. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll run on first down. Roberts. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Good, good. Good, good. All right, now.
Off the play fake. Webb. And Ingram holds it in. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shepard will go in motion right. On first down, Roberts. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montravius Adams breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They have a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just lock people down.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Roberts. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here's Murray for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Rodgers will try again on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
All right, here we go.
On 1st down, Roberts. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Webb. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Roberts. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Webb now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Packers will get the football at their own 20-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He's back to throw. Able to shake it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Damon Harrison in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is all 30 yards downfield after that play.
Throw offside complete. It's Hansen. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. The Giants on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is third down and 12. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Giants, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.